So XRP has been doing very well in the crypto market. It's on the verge of a breakout once again. A lot of excitement surrounding what is coming. And I have to say that we may actually very soon be talking about XRP's largest candle yet. And in fact, when we look at the crypto market in general, all may not be as it seems. We have a very exciting setup taking place right now. And we had 150 million added over just the last 48 hours. We're going to have a discussion about this. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Looking at XRP right now, we did in fact start that breakout like we were talking about yesterday. Now, overnight, we did in fact come down. We had some selling across the crypto market. We had some long liquidations take place this morning. That's not surprising with the stuff going on over in Yemen right now. The U.S. strikes there. People are just trying to essentially manipulate the market once again and create a little bit of a stir and cause some drops in terms of price. And that's exactly what we've seen. XRP, for example, down about 3.4% on today's daily candle. Most assets in the space down about the same, 3 to 5, 6%, somewhere in that range. So XRP is actually holding up pretty well, and this is actually a very good retest on our 618 line. Nice spot to be, nice spot for a bounce, frankly. And what I find very interesting here is all is not necessarily as it seems. We've dealt with major manipulation in the crypto market. There's kind of this facade of bearishness, and yet despite that, what we're seeing is massive accumulation by some of the largest players in the space behind the scenes. And unfortunately for them, it's kind of coming to light and people are becoming attuned to this now. We're more aware of what they are in fact doing. And in fact, what we've been seeing from whales is a very consistent theme of accumulation. And in fact, over the last 48 hours, we actually saw 150 million XRP added by whales that hold between 100 million to 1 billion XRP. So these are all very good signs. We are very much seeing accumulation. But what I thought was very interesting here is we actually have an insane setup that could create this massive, just explosive candle to the upside in terms of XRP. I'm talking about one of these guys, right? One of the ones that gets people out of the bed in the morning, the thing that takes us into price discovery. You could be quite literally talking about a one-day candle that does this. Now, I'm not guaranteeing or saying that this is going to happen for sure, but what I want to point out here is when we look at XRP, there is still a huge presence of open interest. All right. When I actually took the time to dive in and look at the data, there is currently $3.21 billion in terms of open interest in terms of XRP. And why I'm mentioning this is we're at this strange spot where we're still sitting at about 50% of the open interest that we saw in terms of XRP back on January 18th or so, I believe it was January 17th. Most assets have fallen off very significantly since that point. XRP is only down about 50% in terms of open interest. It's a pretty big difference than what most of the rest of the crypto market is dealing with. Now, when we actually look at this long short ratio, we are still seeing a massive short presence in terms of XRP. Right now, it's a 10.5% imbalance to the short side. Now, why this is in fact so important is we have to think about what things could be positive for the crypto market. What things can be positive for XRP in general? Well, any day we're sitting on the announcement of the conclusion of the Ripple v. SEC case, the SEC pulling out. We could quite literally today have an announcement surrounding this settlement being concluded, and boom, there she goes. We could get into the week, get to the FOMC meeting, and guess what? If Jerome Powell doesn't have this dovish tone, we could see, boom, a shot to the upside. We're kind of getting into this point now where the good news is beginning to take over and the bad news is having less and less effect. And I was talking about this in my Patreon. And if you guys do want to check that out, there's a link in the description below that gives you access to my Discord. We're having very consistent discussions about this. We're getting to this point where the convicted people are convicted. You're sitting on top of a holder base that isn't willing to unload their bags for pennies on the dollar. And this is what we're starting to see around the crypto space. People talking about further dips, further lows. It's really tough to see that take place. What was present back on February 2nd, February 3rd that brought us to those insane low levels in terms of XRP, in terms of the crypto market in general. For context, we were talking about $1.80 XRP. They're not present anymore, right? The tariffs are not a surprise. People are talking about, oh yeah, April 2nd is going to be the big day where the market's going to see a crash once again. Really? It's just the only tariffs that would come online at that point are the tariffs from the USMCA items, right? And it's not that big of a list. And right now, guess what? Trade deal discussions are in the works. Things are I don't want to say things are getting better overseas, right? There's a current ceasefire between the Ukraine and Russia. I mean, things are in fact improving. Inflation data heading in the right direction. I mean, we have a very bullish setup right now. And I'm not saying it's going to impact the market right now. I'm not saying we're going to for sure go on a boom this week, but you can't help but notice the sentiment shifting in the crypto market. I didn't look at this. Look at this. A fear greed index slowly but surely moving to the upside. We were down in the 15 range. We climbed to a 19, surged to a 22, came back down to a 20, climbed to a 22 again. Now we're at a 24. Probably impressive that I remember all that, but hopefully you guys get the point. I'm not saying we're out of the woods yet. Yes, there is still, again, things that could push us to the downside in terms of, BTC. When we're looking at BTC right now, there is a huge short interest just above these ranges, and they're trying to suppress the market. They're trying to create uncertainty. They're trying to get us to liquidate a bunch of these longs to the downside. The question is there enough negative sentiment? Is there enough negative news that can actually get us down to those ranges? I'm not quite so sure anymore. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Where do you think XRP is headed from here? Are we going to see that largest candle yet? Where could that take us? So have a great day. Share your love below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.